Hello guys, I'm back with my what's on my iPhone and iOS 16 customization, and I'm just gonna be customizing my phone with you guys. So let's get right into it. So I've taken a screenshot of how my layout looks and I'm gonna airdrop it to my computer so I can reference how it looks without going back and forth. And then we're gonna customize our phones. My phone. First, we're gonna do the bottom bar and choose the photo from file. So I did purchase this little set that I will be using here today, which is this one. I'll be linking it below because I do not own this except Safari. Usually I try to pick the similar color scheme so I could recognize it better. That's my main bar done. And then for the icons, I think I'm just gonna do my main page. Yeah, I think that's it because I don't want to be too cluttered. And then we're going to download the widgets that this set came with. I'm gonna just save them with Widgetsmith. And then we have a little design. And then for the middle, we also have another widget, so we're gonna also add that. And then for the other apps, I'm just gonna still put it in the folder, so I'm not gonna be making the custom the icons for them because they're just gonna be in a folder. So for the last widget, I don't know if they have a design for it. So maybe I'll just use the other wallpapers as the small widgets. And of course, I'm also gonna be adding the other widgets that I was using before, so I will still have those information available for me. Remember to turn off the widget suggestion. And for this theme, I'm also gonna turn off my smart rotation so I can see the pretty designs all the time. And I'm also going to be downloading the wallpaper. Just going to use the simplest one. So for this one, this home screen, I think I'm going to be linking it to a focus mode so I could use it while I'm like not working. Because for work, I think I really want to see the actual apps so I could use the shortcuts as well. Like when you long press on it, you have a bunch of different options, but when you customize your icons, you don't have that. So this is just going to be for my daily life. For when I'm doing other work that I require efficiency, I won't be using that customized version. So let's select this font. I like the weather always. And then we're just not going to add any widgets. Use this as our home screen, which is really cute. And then let's link this to our white heart focus mode. And then what we're going to do is go into settings and choose focus and customize our pages for this focus mode. So we're just going to choose that one page. So whenever we have this focus mode on, we're only going to see that page. So as you can see here, we have this focus mode on and we're only seeing this single page. And what I like about like using the iPhone 14, no, sorry, this is flexing, but this, when I click into a shortcut, it shows on top and not as a huge ass pop-up again. So you don't have to do that whole workaround of like trying to make that shortcut go away. You don't have to do that ever again. You just see that little thing going on. That also like gives me confirmation to which app that I'm using. Basically, super nice. I love it. And then for the widgets, I could just swipe to see the information that I want to see. And all the other times, I just can see the illustrations. And for my work focus mode, I also have a different lock screen. It shows my time tracker. I have no widget here. And then this is just the little lock screen that I'm using. But I think I'm also gonna change the pages that it shows because I don't want it to show so many pages. So maybe I'll choose one of those that it suggests for me. I want to see shortcuts, I want to see this, but otherwise this is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good for what I was doing, what I usually use when I work. I think I want to add Lightroom and Pinterest. And then that will be pretty good. So let's only have this page while we are on work mode. So when we go out, this is the page that I see in the work mode. You can also do this for your Apple Watch. My Apple Watch shows the time tracker and then my music because I play music on my HomePod, so I want to have control of that on my watch. And then it's just mainly that. For sleep, I also have a different look. It's just fucking dark. It's actually a nice little lock screen, but because it blurs out your lock screen so it doesn't even show, which is a little bit sad. So we're gonna go into my sleep mode and edit the lock screen. Let's edit the home screen so that it's not blurred so that we can see the photo. Nice. As you can see, even though the pages change according to your focus mode, the bar down here still doesn't change, so that gives me a little bit of happiness. And then for the lock screen, again, I've just customized another lock screen for my sleep mode that only shows this set of apps. This is how my page always looks. This is kind of like all the apps. In my daily life, I will just turn on the white heart page so I don't have all the apps showing. So that is basically that for my customization. And now I want to get into the other features that I want to talk about in iOS 16. I really like the lock screen function. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure you have, but I'm just still going to show you anyway. For people who like K-pop, I just like, I love this. Like you can just put, you know, like it overlaps a little, looks so nice. You can also shuffle the photos throughout the day, which is super nice, because then you don't have to choose one because you're always like, oh, you look good in every photo. So here we have a little set. You can also use the focus feature to set different home screen sets, icon sets for different idols that you follow. So maybe a 17 set, an IVE set. You can choose stack, count, or list. I hate the list thing because it clutters up your lock screen, but I also like to see how many notifications I have, so I just have it in stack. But you can also choose an even more minimal one, which is just a little count of what you have. Another really good thing that I've been trying is the photo cutout thing. So for me, I like to take OOTDs every day. This is my OOTD, and you can cut the subject out like so. You can see that it's tracing, and it just turns into this little PNG of me in my OOTD, and I just add it to my journal and I can see all my OOTDs. Also, I've been using this Apple Health thing to track my habits. They have this new thing called medications, but I don't use it for medications because I don't have medications that I take regularly. I just use it to track if I changed my Diva cup or if I did my skincare. So yeah, any other habit that you want to track, you can track using the medications thing because it doesn't really restrict you to track medications with it, so you can just do anything with it. What you're seeing here is my normal lock screen that isn't tied to any focus mode. As you can see here, this just says focus, but if you press into it, you can choose different focus modes that you want the lock screen to link to. I have my weather widget here along with the date, and then I also have a monthly calendar. This is from Fantastical, which is my calendar app of choice. There are also a lot of other apps that already have lock screen widgets available, and you can look into them. These two are from Things 3, which is that to-do app that I'm using. This one shows me the progress. This one just adds another task. These are just the different fonts you can use for your lock screen. I usually only choose the leftmost color, which is like automatic, but there are a lot of other different colors, and you can also choose your own color. This is just a photo I took, by the way. And into the phone we go. So I've set it to not be able to access this screen unless it's unlocked. So I have some personal information in here, for example, my habit tracker. This is called Readwise, this widget here. It shows me the highlights that I've made in my Kindle books. And this is the weather widget. I have also my battery widget and also my music widget, so I can just play music whenever I want. And then my expense tracker app, and then this is just my light switch that I haven't locked into yet. With the new dynamic island, it shows the lock here, and when you unlock it, it's just a little animation. I think it's really nice. And as we go in here, I will customize the icons later, but I'll just show you where my apps are because that's just easier to read. The first widget I have is a photos widget and a Kindle widget. Shows me the book that I'm reading and also some photos that it features. And on the top here, I have Hoyo Lab, which I used to sign into my Genshin account and do, what are those called? Check-ins every day. And then I have Weavers. Personally, I really like the redesigned Weavers. Look how pretty it is. Also, recently I've been scouting good photos for lock screens because you can put photos in your lock screens and then you can have a little cutout to show the person. Yeah, I've just been really obsessed with looking at different photos. And then I have my Kindle. I've been reading Fire and Blood lately because I'm watching House of the Dragon and I've been really enjoying it. I love this book. It's so rare that I enjoy a fictional book. And then I have an app called A Tracker, which I talked about some time before. I use it to track my time. I have some work stuff here, and on the bottom I have some personal stuff that I want to track my time on. For example, like reading, playing Genshin, walking the dogs, reading mangas, whatever. Speaking of, I am actually filming right now, so let's start the timer. So then here I have Things 3, the widget. I can also add a task right here. And under that, I have a calendar widget. And the reason why I'm not using the Fantastical one is because I think there's a bug. Usually I use this one, but it has a bug, so it's not showing anything. And then I have Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and other entertainment apps. And then an A Tracker widget here. And then also Locket, which I share with my friends. I have a widget for an app called Qbox, which you can store contents with, like a little bookmark app, but I haven't gotten much use out of it. I just tried it and I saved a video. I usually always set my stacks to smart rotate and I set the widget suggestions off so that it's not cluttered. And on the bottom here, I have Apple Music and then Safari and then Telegram, which I'm using as my diary inbox thing. If you watched my video on the 3 apps that I've been trying out, this is for one of the apps called Capacities, because basically they don't have an iOS app yet, but you can still input things to your daily note via WhatsApp or Telegram, and I just like the layout of Telegram more, so I'm using Telegram. I have my diary entries here. And then on the right here is a bookmark to Safari for Capacities, because I would like to go into there and organize it sometimes. So is why I have the web version here, but the web version fucking sucks. I don't know why the typing is so slow. It's always delayed. So that's why I have it here. I don't go into there very often. And then I have the second page, which is my lifestyle page. On the top, I have photos, settings, health, and weather. For health, I've been really enjoying the cycle tracking, which I'm on my first day of my period. Congratulations, whatever. And I also have been enjoying sleep because I think it's actually really accurate. I've been using auto sleep for the longest time, like a couple of years, ever since I got the Apple Watch, but I actually found out that the Apple built-in one was actually really sufficient already. And then I have weather. I don't really click into weather except for when it's raining or except for when the seasons are changing. So for example, like now it's going into fall, so even though it's like 29 degrees, pretty hot, but it's still kind of windy, so I like to check the humidity and the wind. And then the widgets here are the same photo widget and locket widgets. Then here I have my sleep and my sleep pattern throughout the week. I used to call myself a night owl, but I think no one is a night owl now. Like everyone will benefit from sleeping and waking earlier because that's just how we're built. On the right here, we have some other utility apps. This is my bank app and this is my expense tracker app. I love it so much. Like you can just input your stuff. You can add a photo. You can choose the categories. There are so many. You can also customize them. You can add a name. You can add the store. My favorite feature is tags. So I have tags. They're in Chinese, but I will explain it to you. So for example, I have one that is work needs or impulse purchase, luxury items. So I can see an analytic of how much I spent on work or on stuff that I really didn't need or impulse purchases. So that was really nice. It also has a really nice Apple Watch app. If I can show you. You just input everything via the Apple Watch app, which is the main reason I got this app. And it also has really nice features. And then in the folder here are my bank apps and some shop apps, and then some communication apps here, Signal, WhatsApp, messages, and phone. I have a page of my favorite Notion pages in the workspace my sister and I share. This is the workspace. And we have our content page. So today I am supposed to post this reel, and I have this reel tagged reel, and I have the Instagram sound linked here, and I uploaded the video file here. So everything that I edited, I upload to the Notion at work. So when I go home and when it's time to post it, I can just download everything from the Notion here, and it's all organized according to this little content calendar. And I find this to be a really effective system because I used to only just save the videos on my camera roll, but that just gets mixed up with all my personal stuff like pictures of my dog. But now that I have this content calendar, I can plan everything out, and I can also store everything on there, which is really convenient unless Notion decides to die. That would be really tragic. Hopefully it doesn't, and we will get to keep using this system. That was my iPhone and the apps that I wanted to share. I hope you enjoyed my little customization and what's my phone tour. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna pose for the thumbnail now. Ooh. Okay, anyway, bye.